today's video we take a look at the King Blackfoot monster truck. So as you can see, I've bought myself a monster truck. I'll go through how I bought it, what I've done to it, and basically some information about the kit and a little bit of technical data about it as well. But as you can see, it's my first monster truck on the channel, so let me know what you think down below. Also, don't be afraid to hit the like and subscribe button. Your support is very much appreciated on the channel. And make sure you smash that notification bell for when you see a new video coming up. You'll obviously be notified to go and watch it. So I've been talking to Gavin from RC Kicks, watching some of his videos lately. He's started to get a few of these monster trucks. Obviously he's got some of the juggernauts and a lot bigger trucks than this. I saw this one, the King Blackfoot, pop up onto a local traders page here in Australia. I saw someone posted it up at $150 Australian. I figured, oh, that's not a bad price, considering a lot of the sort of monster trucks, like new in box, about that $400, $500, if not more, price tag. I kind of had a look at it. I ummed and ahed, looked into some parts, and figured, parts-wise, these are quite difficult to find parts for. And considering to even get a new body shell, you're looking probably $500. There was one on eBay recently sold. By the time I could get it to Australia, it was about $500. So I saw this one pop up on a local traders page. I thought I would take the gamble with it and watched it. And eventually, actually, it didn't sell, which I was surprised, and the seller dropped it to $100 Australian dollars. So I contacted him. He actually lived about 10 minutes drive from my house. So I jumped in the car, went over there and purchased the car. Now, as you can see, I've cleaned it up a fair bit here. It does look in quite good condition. It's had a few rolls and whatnot, missing a few of the lights and whatnot on the car. Unfortunately, the light here on the left-hand side is cracked off. But all in all, it's actually, from a distance to have as a showpiece or as a runner, it's in very, very good condition. So I'll show you more of the car very soon and what was in it and what I did to it. But before we do that, just wanted to run through some of the, some of the specs for the King Blackfoot, because Tamiya obviously made, I think, an Extreme Blackfoot, the King Blackfoot, and they made the original, like a normal Blackfoot as well. So they're all differing size and obviously specifications. So the King Blackfoot itself is a 1/10 scale monster truck. It weighs about 2.5 kilos according to the Tamiya data. So I don't know whether that's with a battery and full speed control setup. It came out on kit 58192. Released in July 1997, and it ran through to 2003. So when it was released, it had a release price of 14,800 yen, which is around about, into today's money, 180 Australian dollars. Now that's 24 years ago though, so it's hard to sort of work out the direct inflation, but you're probably looking at around that 300 to 400 plus in today's money. Which sort of adds up with some of the other trucks that Tamiya have recently bought out in the past. So the kit itself has a ABS plastic body. This body, as I said, it's actually in not bad condition. Someone's put some reinforcement glue to glue the bumper bars on, but nothing actually looks cracked in behind to sort of justify why they did it, other than them maybe just to reinforce it. Like I said, the only damage on it is some light scuffs across the front and the roof line. The body itself, when I got it, was actually quite faded and didn't really look that very nice. So I got some light car polish out and a polisher, and I've actually polished it up, and it's got a really, really nice black shine to it now. It hasn't been painted, it was just the raw plastic that had gone a little bit powdery. Decals are actually in very good condition on the car. It's just a shame that obviously we've got a little bit of some marks on it, cracked front light lens, and we're missing two of the light bar on the top. But other than that, it's actually in good condition, and you know, if I did have it on display or from a little distance, it actually looks very, very nice. I did look at buying a body that was on eBay. I could not justify the $500 odd for the body and the decals. I just thought that that was absolutely ridiculous. It did sell, but then again, a lot of eBay sales at the moment, I don't know how genuine they are, just because you will find a lot of these things that sell at the very high prices become relisted probably 2 or 3 weeks later by the same seller. So that kind of clicks to me that they've had a little fake bidding to inflate the market. So, which I think is what's happening with all of the Tamiya stuff at the moment. We've got this huge inflated market, which just does not add up, because when I've sold kits, and I do sell things in the background, and I do buy things like this, and if it doesn't fit the collection, after a little cleanup, I will on-sell it. I never seem to get stupid eBay prices, which is a little bit disappointing, because when I do try and buy things off other people, they're just wanting absolutely stupid prices, and they just end up very argumentative and aggressive. I don't like that side of the hobby, which a lot of you probably out there agree with. Chuck some comments down below if you think the prices are out of hand at the moment. But back to the car, we've got front and rear double wishbone suspension, friction shocks, and what else can I tell you? Obviously the kit came with a standard 540 motor, and this one here, it was quite dusty and dirty. The wiring, I'm a big fan of trying to neaten up all my wiring when I do kits. So what I did was I pulled this whole kit apart. The shocks were all gummed up, filthy, had some surface rust on the springs. So what I did was, full strip down, cleaned all the plastics. Some of them I polished just to give them a nice new shine to them. The motor, it had a lot of surface rust, so I gave that a little wet and dry sand and a little bit of polish on there just to bring back some silver to the silver can. Rebuilt everything, tidied up the wiring, and yeah, this kit it had a full ball bearing set in it, so I don't know whether they came from the factory with bearings. I'm probably thinking maybe in the gearbox, but not so much in the outdrives and whatnot. But if anyone's got some more information, chuck it in the comments. The other surprising thing was it's got a full ACOMS electronic speed controller and radio gear setup. Didn't come with a remote, but I've got plenty of those anyway. So it's an ACOMS AT7 speed controller. So it looks like a very early model electronic speed controller. Again, I don't know a lot of the specs on that, but I've plugged the battery into this and it absolutely works perfectly. No problems at all. As you can see there, the chassis itself is in really good condition, and I cannot complain at how nicely the car cleaned up. So for my $100 investment, I have asked some other people out there, and I've looked online, and realistically, it's probably a $250 to $300 kit now that I've spent some time cleaning it and rebuilding it and tidying things up. But who knows at the moment, I could put it on and get $120 for it, or I could get $500 for it. Not really something I'm looking to sell at the moment. I do want to go out and get a running video of it. So when we're looking at, buying these older cars and bringing them back to a nice sort of condition like I have with this one, all I do is a quick polish on the bodies, and then basically I strip all the plastics, clean everything down, and I spray any rubber or some of the plastics with a silicone spray just to rejuvenate them. I do have another new set of tyres that I probably will put on the car. I'm kind of thinking that these are a little bit dry, and basically if I go using the car, the wheels will probably start to crack, I imagine. But other than that, the actual wheels themselves are in great condition. And yeah, I can't wait to go and give the car a run. So what I'll do is I'll finish off today's video with some nice close-up footage of the car and the body, just so you can see basically the condition it's in. But again, if anyone has any of these, any tips or tricks for me, chuck it in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Your support is very much appreciated. I've got heaps of other kits coming up on the channel, so yeah, your support is very much appreciated. Bye.